Most artists are too lazy to pray. Many of you singers, you are too lazy when it comes to prayer. You are too lazy. Travail! You must understand the power of prayer. In Isaiah chapter 66 and verse 8. Who has had such things? Who has seen such things? Shall the earth be made to bring forth in one day? Shall a nation be born at once? For as soon when you travail, you will hear what has not been heard before. You will see what has not been seen before. You will bring forth in one day. So picture, sound, and speed is connected to travail. Picture, sound, and speed is connected to travail. Picture what you see, sound what you hear, speed in one day. Meaning when a man begins to travail, it gives birth to sound, it gives birth to picture, it gives birth to speed. So there are things you see when you pray. There are things you hear when you pray. There are things you enjoy with speed when you pray. If there's a man to pray, there's a God to answer. You must understand the power of prayer. In Psalm 65 verse 2, he said, thou that hearest prayer, unto thee shall all flesh come. Psalm 18 verse 3, I will call upon the Lord who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from my enemies. Psalm 55, 16 and 17. He said, but as for me, I will call upon God, and the Lord will save me. Evening and morning at noon will I pray. I will cry aloud. He shall hear my voice. There is power in prayer. What is travail? Travail is persistence in the place of prayer. Persistence, refusing to give up. Sometimes you are praying and your body feels tired. Sir, don't stop. Don't stop when your body feels tired. Keep on praying till your spirit is at peace. We don't stop praying when we are tired. We stop praying when we feel peace and calmness. Your body may feel tired after 1 hour. Your body may feel tired after 2 hours. Keep praying. Persistence in the place of prayer. Persistence in the place of prayer. Persistent prayer is prevailing prayer. Persistent prayer is prevailing prayer. And persistent prayer is time and energy draining. Persistent prayer is time and energy sapping, time and energy consuming. Time. That was the prayer Jesus prayed in the Garden of Gethsemane. And the Bible said, thick drops of blood falling from his body. The sweat that was coming out were like thick droplets of blood falling to the ground. Am I communicating right now? Because he needed to correct the error. Why did he pray like that in the garden? It was in the garden that man lost it. So he needed to pray in the garden to gain it. That was why he carried the crown of thorns on his head. Because God said to man, as you labor, what the earth shall bring forth to you is thorns. So he carried it on his head. That was why when he appeared after resurrection, he appeared as a gardener. To restore man back to the place where man fell from. You must understand, all of this laziness to pray is why your destiny is delayed. This laziness, you come to fire now, they raise prayer points, and you think they are belaboring you. You go outside, you sit in the car, you go outside to get fresh air. That 2-3 hours of traveling, little prayer, you sit down, you are finding yourself. Your little prayer, you sit down, you are holding your waist. It's like you are being punished to pray. A future that is being prepared for. Travailing prayer. Jesus said, he said, you couldn't watch with me at least 1 hour. So people that still pray for 1 hour should be in the children's church. Least in the kingdom. The least prescription or requirement in the place of prayer. There are men burning on the altar. Their life has become an altar. They don't have a prayer time. Their life is prayer. They are burning on the altar because they want to hear the sound. They want to see the sight. They want to see the speed. Shall the earth be made to bring forth? These are people of prayer. Am I talking to somebody right now? When I walk into my media, I walk there for understand nobody. First day I ask them, I say, what is God saying? They are looking at me. I say, anytime I come here, you don't tell me what God is saying, you are in trouble. You will know that camera. I said, you better hear God before I come here. You must give me a prophecy before I come here. Sometimes as I walk in, someone just go on their knees. Daddy, God said it is well. I've heard that it is well so many times. God said it is well. God said it is well. Because I want to train them to that level where you can hear God. You can hear the voice of God. The voice of God is powerful. The voice of God is full of majesty. The voice of God breaketh the cedars. Yea, the cedars of Lebanon. God is looking for a people that can pray till their ears open. Sir, you can hear God, sir. There is only wax covering your ears. You will pray to a level, the wax will melt. Am I talking to somebody? It will melt. You pray to a level, you start seeing things. You pray to a level that the heavens are open unto you. But that kind of prayer is time consuming. It's not 1 hour. It's not 2 hours. It's not 3 hours. It's not 4 hours. It's not 5 hours. Don't just go to the studio to present a song. Pray on that song. Phil Driscoll will spend 6-7 hours praying in tongues, and he's just worshiping God with song and the flute. You see people running out of the wheelchair. You see Pastor Benny will say, Phil, come and minister to the sick, Brother Phil. Why? They backed it up with. Most artists are too lazy to pray. Many of you singers, you are too lazy when it comes to prayer. You are too lazy. Satan doesn't fear. Yeah. I want to God tell you now. I want to Satan fears travailing prayers. Back up your song. Thank God for your melodious voice. Thank God for it. But back it up with prayer. Back it up with prayer. Back up that business with prayer. As a banker, back it up with prayer. As a cook who has a restaurant, there is a way you pray before you sell your food. And you will see a traffic. And people are asking, what is this? Madam, what are you using? Of course, it is prayer you are using. Am I talking to somebody right now? You cannot dissociate travailing prayer from the power of the night vigils. Sir, engage in night vigils. What do we do in night vigils? The prayer of the night is the best time to take decisions. When there are things you want to do and you are still expressing confusion, engage in some night prayers. As you finish just to rest, bam, light will come. You want to do this, you want to do that, and you are confused. Take out 12 to 3. Pray. Do that for 2 days. Do that for 3 days. Either by the revelation of the night, either by the dream of the night, direction will come. Night prayer empowers daytime decisions. There are decisions you want to make. Don't make them till you have engaged in personal vigils. Take out days to seek God. You cannot make mistakes. It won't be you making pundits. It is deliberate. Heaven's intentional plans and purposes and dictates and intentions will be located via night prayers. Traveling is time consuming and persistent. Traveling involves night prayer. Traveling involves the burden of intercession. A man that lives for himself has lived in vain. A man that lived for people has lived to gain. Intercession is carrying the burdens of others. Intercession is buying into the minds of God on matters that are not yours. You buy into the mind of God. Intercession is the key to captivity turns. The Bible says in Job chapter 42 verse 10, and God turned the captivity of Job when he prayed for his friends. Not himself, his friends. Whatever you want God to do for you, pray for someone concerning it.